one of the hardest truths to accept is that the people who love us the most may also have shaped some of the beliefs that hold us back. Not because they meant to, but because they could only give what they knew. So when we say your parents enslaved you, we are not talking about intentional harm. We're talking about mental conditioning passed from one generation to the next. The real question is, how do we honor our parents while having the courage to question the beliefs we inherited? And are those beliefs enough for the world we are living in today? Let's get into it. With me today, I have two amazing personalities. I have Billionaire Joy here, and the CEO herself, Sarah Ize. You're welcome to the podcast today.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So today we're going to be having a very wonderful discussion on some of the things we get to face as people that want to grow and as people that aspire to do great things and to shape the world. All right. So I'd like us to share our knowledge and all right. So Billionaire Joy, if knowledge is generational and parents are the first teachers, why do you think most Nigerian parents teach their children how to survive the system instead of how to build one?
Okay, so I'll say it like this. They were also taught survival. They were not taught to live their lives properly. I can only pass to you what I have. I can't give you what I do not have. Yeah. Most of our parents were trained to, okay, when you go to school, for the ones that went to school, you get a job. When you are able or you have gathered enough to fend for your family, you get married and then you have kids. That has been the pattern. So you can't expect them to give you probably financial knowledge that they didn't have. All they knew was survival, just the rat race. Earn money, to spend money, and look for how to make more money, and then spend on more bills. That's exactly what they knew. But when you're trying to break out from that particular pattern, it's just going to feel like a threat to them because it's new. And so a lot of oppositions is going to come in at that point. So let me stop here for now.
Right, so they're not familiar with this thing you're trying to do.
At
so
all.
They try to build a defense system. Mm-hmm. All right, so Sarah, let's hear your take on this.
All right, thank you very much, Zion. So we need to understand that ever since the advent of school and African culture accepting knowledge and school into its system, there's been a pattern, and it's been on for generations, where you go to school, you get educated, you graduate, you get a job, and then you get a very good job. Let's assume you get a very good job. You save up, and then you retire. And then it's your savings before retirement that will keep you for your entire lifetime. So this is something our parents and probably the ones before them had experienced over time. And they see that these things work. They have colleagues it has worked for. So when you're bringing in something new, you wouldn't really blame them when they fight it, because it's something they are familiar with and it's something they know works. And you're coming from nowhere and saying, I want to veer off this path. They go, oh, are you sure? Instead of going where you're not sure, why not continue with this thing we've been doing for decades now?
So I'd like you guys to, like really go deep into these things, like share your stories if you have any, and things like that. So you have any stories on this particular topic?
Okay, so let me state a very obvious example. a lot of times parents struggle to let their kids go far. For instance, you want to school in another state, they're all like, no, you have to school where I can see you. If possible, you are going to school from my house, something like that. So it's not because they don't want you to go out, it's because they are scared. Now, they've lived in that particular state for a certain numbers of years. They've known how to navigate through that state. They don't know what is waiting for you where you're going to. They can't protect you where you're going to. It's out of their own jurisdiction. So as parents, it is normal for their instincts to be like, no, you can't go. And it starts to look like you are rebelling or something like that. For me, I knew it was going to be like that because they were all like Kasu and all of that. Okay, first I did Kasu. Shebi people want it, I did Kasu. And for that one, I wanted medicine, but my cut of mark was nothing close to that actually. So I was like, okay. At another point, all of my mates were like in school. This one is in school, that one is in school. I really did want to go to school, and I was like, okay, I am a Kogi indigene, but we stay in Kaduna. There is more of an advantage if I am here. Now, mind you, I have an elder brother that at that time was not in school. I am the second born and the last born, so nobody else has done it. It's just me. And from the whole post UTME to my first choice in JAM and everything, my parents didn't know where I picked. So it was like when I had gotten admission and all of that, that was when I told them this is where I picked. Now, my mom had mixed feelings about it because obviously I was coming to where nobody knew me. But me, I knew that I didn't want to stay home anymore. I just wanted to see something different from where I'm coming from. I wanted to be like on my own. And I think I've had it inside of me to want to like independence so much that I just want to be on my own. So it was like that for me. But it's normal that parents would want to keep you around to be like, I know that 1 + 1 is 2. Anything aside 1 + 1 that is 2. Don't come and bring 1 × 1. No, we don't do that here. Exactly. So that's just parental instincts for me, actually.
I remember telling my mom that I'm not sure I'm built for a 9 to 5. And then she thought about it and was like, so what would you want to do with your life? My mom is not the type to struggle with me when I come up with stuff. She would want to hear what I have to say about future plans. And then I remember explaining my whole vision to her even before starting my business. I explained this is what I intend to do and this is how I intend to go about it. All she did was, it is well. God will see me through. And the beautiful thing is I've never had a time where my current immediate family were against my choices for building. They've always been strongly behind me.
Have you witnessed around, like, have you witnessed where, because I believe that African parents in general, they have this, I think it's something that's built into them. Without knowing it, they try to keep you in a certain ceiling, right? They want you to go to this school, do this is how you do it, and that is how you do it, and that is how you do it. Sometimes these are the same things that brought them to where they are. And if we're truthful, most of us don't want to be where our parents are. So, it's now really a struggle to try to get out of, that kind of thinking
cycle.
around there, how they do it. They even go as far as saying, see this person, he went to this so school, he graduated with this so result, this is what he's doing, now he's a this, now he's a that. Ignoring the vision, neglecting the vision you have for yourself. And that can be so, I tend to call it, this is enslavement, because you're putting a boundary to how I can think. Even God at some point came to Abraham someday and said that as far as you can see, let us be free to, this is not like letting us go haywire or, no discipline or something. But at some point, I believe children should be given opportunities to, dream for themselves, to explore, to go out there, exposure. You see a typical African now, you bring him to a modern setting and he's all confused. He doesn't know what's going on there because he does not have the required exposure to do well in that sector. So, can we safely call this slavery?
Okay. Yes, we can. Because I think we should first talk about parents that are just simple-minded, that are narrow-minded. My yes is my yes. My no is my no. Nothing is going to shift my yes. If you have 8,000 of reasons why I should change my mind about this thing, I am not going to do it. Now, for parents like that, they tend to bring up children that have been suppressed potentials, and most of the times they usually have children that do have potentials, but because of parents like this, you see them with low self-esteem. They can't